Right, good evening everyone. Welcome to this meeting of the Council's Cabinet on Monday the 19th of August 2024. And can I, before we start, just remind members that, to everyone present, that this meeting is being broadcast live via the internet, and the recording will be archived for future meetings. Could I remind all councillors and officers who wish to speak to please switch on your mic so that the camera will come to you, and also that your voice is heard by our citizens that may be watching, and then most importantly, turn it off again when you're finished. Okay, thank you. I'll start the agenda. Item 1 is to receive any apologies for absence.
Thank you, Chairman. Apologies have been received from Cabinet Support Member Councillor Louise Walker. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. Item 2, declarations of interest. Anyone? None showing, so no declarations of interest. Thank you. Item 3, to approve as a correct record the public minutes of the meeting held on the 22nd of July 2024. I'll move them as a correct record. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Fletcher. Can I have a show of hands if everyone agrees that they are a correct record? So I've got most of the support. I believe I've got one abstention from Councillor Chowdhury. The rest have supporting. So thank you for that. I'll get them some. Item 5 is the forward plan. Can I ask the Chief Executive just to briefly introduce this?
Thank you, Leader. This is the forward plan for the period from the 1st of September right the way through to the 31st of December this year. Happy to take any questions, Leader, from Cabinet members.
So the forward plan is here for your information. Are there any questions, observations? Can we please note that then? That's noted. Yeah, thank you. Item 6 is the Market Hall consultation findings. Can I invite the Head of Corporate and Environment Services, Mark Riss, to present the report, please?
Thank you, Leader. The purpose of this report is to present the findings of a recent consultation carried out by Local Creative Project Limited, known as Local, to understand the best way forward for the Burton Market Hall. The report is set out in 2 parts. The first part summarises the findings of Local. A full copy of their report can be found in Appendix A, as well as an overview of those findings being provided in this covering report from 5.1.2 to 5.1.4. Figure 2 on page 8 sets out clearly the most frequently referenced features respondents would like to see in a new look market hall, and the top 5 ranking features shown in that figure include artisan food and drink, an independent retail offer, an interactive play area, a co-working space, and a place to sit and relax. The second part of the covering report provides some observations on the consultation at 5.2 and a suggested way forward from 5.3, which includes providing Amiens, who are the Council's retained consultant, with the findings from the consultation exercise in order for them to develop an outlined business case for the project using the HM Treasury Green Book 5-case model. To be clear, it is intended that the business case will be based on the top themes coming directly from the consultation work. And it should be noted that this work will require those themes or features identified to be curated in a way that forms a workable proposal. Financial considerations are shown at 6, and the recommendations of the report are set out at 13. Namely, at 13.1, that the consultation responses are noted and that the top 5 features identified are artisan food and drink, an independent retail offer, interactive play, co-working space, a place to sit and relax. 13.2, pending the receipt of a viable business case, Amion's outline business case is approved by Cabinet when it's completed. And at 13.3, finally, upon receipt of a full business case, a further report is received by Cabinet detailing the future capital and revenue implications. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mark. Councillor Walker, I believe you wanted to speak to this.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think the first thing we've got to say, the report's been not got to this table as quick as we'd like it, but we had a little thing called the general election that probably got in its way, and I think that needs to be clarified for the public records from some of the things that we pick up out there. Also, I think the other thing this report shows is that there's a lot of negativity going on out there and a lot of disinformation that we intended closing the market hall. I think this quite clearly shows that this isn't the case. I do feel the local report flags up quite a lot of interesting comments that's contained all the way through the document. For example, when it refers to feedback came through that the community were confused by what felt like a hierarchy of voices where interested stakeholders with vested interests who were most engaged and active were perceived to be part of the team driving the plans. This left members of the public feeling that we're not welcome to explore other options. There is many other good suggestions in here regarding co-working spaces, regarding areas for students. It also makes regular reference to how the market hall should be managed. It suggests that was driven by people with vested interests, but when the general public were asked, that they weren't particularly bothered about how it was going to be run and managed as long as they had a quality product at the end of it, and that the market hall was thriving. Again, I do think this report shows that we are going to invest, that the mezzanine level is there for greater expansion, for such like galleries, spaces for the students to come in, co-working spaces. So I recommend this report, endorse it. I want to thank everybody, certainly the officers that took part in it, and put these reports together, and I recommend that we take these forward.
Thank you, Councillor Walker. I'll take that you've moved those recommendations. Is there a seconder for those?
Yeah, I'll second.
Seconded by Councillor Chowdhury. Any other members wish to comment? Councillor Chowdhury.
Yeah, thanks. I think this is an important milestone in the development of the market hall. First thing to note is obviously is the consultation which has been carried out. It is a true public consultation with the, with engagement with the interested parties and the public. And we can see from the responses from the consultation which has come out, they're not preconceived ideas, they're genuinely what the public want to see in the market hall. So I think that needs to be welcome. And like I said, it is an important milestone because we now move on to the next phase of the project in developing the business case, and then actually delivering on this. So I think all in all, it's a good report, and it responds to what people are telling us out there, and I think it's a genuine consultation which has been carried out, which ought to be welcomed, and I fully support the recommendations.
Thank you for that, Councillor Chowdhury. Any other comments? Can I just convey my congratulations to you, Councillor Walker, for bringing this good report. I agree with everything Councillor Chowdhury has said. We look forward to the business case. We look forward to looking at the finances, the revenue, the capital, and move it forward. And as you said yourself, Councillor Walker, no one could accuse us of trying to shut the market hole, as previous administrations did look to, but this one is not. We're committed to working with it, listening to what the public have to say, and try and achieve something that is sustainable for the future. So I'll put those recommendations to the vote. All those in favour, please show. For the record, can I say that's unanimous? Thank you. Can I say now then that concludes the public part of this meeting, and we will now have to move into the private part. So in accordance with section 100A(4) of the Local Government Act 1972, can I move that the press and public be excluded from the remainder of the meeting as is likely, in view of the nature of the business to be transacted or the nature of the proceedings, that there would be disclosed exempt information as defined in paragraph 1 of the Schedule 12A of the Act. I've moved that. Can I have a seconder for that, please? That Councillor Fletcher has seconded that. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? For the record, that's unanimous. Thank you. So that you're abstaining. Councillor is abstaining. Okay, so that formally concludes that. We're now moving into part B.